Hello, hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys had a beautiful day. The weather out here in New Jersey was beautiful. The sun was bright and beautiful. I hope you guys, wherever you are, had a great day. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Grace of Stella Maris Readings. Thank you for joining me this evening. Always love to be able to connect with you. And of course, just talking about my favorite subject, spirituality. And I hope that one day it'll be one of your favorite subjects as well. Spirituality is something that can really empower you and strengthen your relationship with the divine and help you feel more at ease and more confident and secure. I know that in my journey of spirituality, it's been wonderful to flow and to have lessons and to learn and to really connect with the divine. And as I exchanged and connected with God and the universe and all the saints and angels, I always felt that I felt closer and closer to spirit, because as I would pray or do different rituals and do different things, and of course learning is part of that. Learning, all my book reading, and that's something that for me is very extensive, that the more I knew, the hungrier I would be to know more. And it's wonderful because it helped me as well as to learn and read about other faiths and religions, which was very interesting because we're not very different. We have different ways of doing things, but in the essence of it, it's very much the same. We all believe in something greater than ourselves, which is wonderful because we acknowledge that the divine is so powerful and that it is an intricate part of life and all around us and within us and in our families, with our friends and loved ones. So I feel that faith and religion and spirituality, even though they're different aspects of connecting with the divine and connecting with your inner soul, just learning more and more and knowing more faiths, I just see how simply we all are in the core very much the same. We all look to find peace, love, and happiness, and to be able to live a life of grace and good health and comfort and joy and peace and happiness. So I think essentially that's we all look forward to and we all search in life, is to find that peace, that inner peace with the outer world peace. So yeah, I love talking about this. And of course, I love learning everything I can about it. And as well as when I started very young, it was trying to find words to a language that I could understand, but at times I felt very confused because it was just a lot of information coming at me at once. And of course, we have our own ways of thinking, and being very young, at 19, having these profound moments, I don't think I yet caught up to those profound messages and moments in life. So it's been a gradual growth, and that's one thing. As you're moving through your spiritual journey, don't be afraid. Trust the process, move slowly, and flow with it, grow with it. Don't be pressured to feel like you have to be at a certain point, or that you should know certain things, or that you're delayed. No, everything in good timing. The universe reveals itself in good timing, in a way that it could support you to feel peaceful, happy, and close to it. So yes, I'm just very excited. The 29th, we have an amazing night, a very powerful night, a night to really do magic, to really connect with spirit and co-create with the divine. We have a solar eclipse, and also it's a new moon in Aries. As it's a new moon in Aries, we're in Aries energy. And of course, happy birthday to all those Aries out there. This is a time that is very brilliant, and it's about really being in touch with who you are, your truth, and honoring that truth, and focusing on really expanding you, growing with you, tending to you. And as people, we're always working on trying to connect with others and trying to do our work and our mission in the world and in the positions that we hold as mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, uncle, all the different parts that we play, all the different roles. And sometimes we forget about us. We forget about our journey. We forget about the things that are important to us and how we should really give some time to ourselves to really honor that and honor our inner truth and the things that we want to see come into fruition. So as we celebrate this powerful night that the universe has set the stage for, it set the stage for us. So to be able to work with it in tandem with great energy, with great power. So as you touch the moon and you touch just that energy of this night, it's a great night to propel you and light and ignite your journey and help you trailblaze into your destiny, into your future. And know that as we accomplish one thing, guess what? We're always on that mission to accomplish more. And that's the beautiful thing is, it's not just one thing that we get to accomplish. It's not just one part of our destiny. Our destiny grows and grows and it evolves into something extraordinary and amazing. So life is not boring. So if you're feeling right now like things are stagnant, this is the perfect energy, Aries, to propel you, to help you feel that energy and work with that boundless, powerful energy to really help you be in a state of achievement, to achieve and to focus and bring into reality. And when you're working with God energy, you can't go wrong. There's no failing. There's just no room. There's no room to fail. And know that in every step and every way that you're moving forward, it's a process. And there is no failing. You may have things where you may take one step back, but that doesn't mean that you're going to go all the way backwards. No, that means you one step back, guess what? Two forward. And you're always gaining ground, which is wonderful. So this Saturday on the 29th, as we celebrate this solar eclipse in the new moon in Aries, we're going to work our magic to bring in wealth and prosperity. So if that's something that you're interested in, the money candle will be excellent for that, to focus your energy and positivity and visualize bringing in wealth and prosperity into your life. And wealth and prosperity is everything that really helps to lift your energy and creativity and portfolio to draw money in. And remember to be positive. It's important. I know that a lot of us have grown up with this idea. Trust me, I come from one household. My parents were big savers. And even to take a trip for themselves, they wouldn't do that. It was just like scandalous. Oh, you can't spend money. You have to save it away and save it for a rainy day. And the thing is, life is short. You don't know how long you have. So it's keeping that balance, treating yourself. And of course, you know, as you're living life and you're working hard and you're navigating, you also have to be good to yourself and give yourself your vacation, your time, giving yourself the things that you need to feel that what you're moving towards and what you're working for is really wonderful and that you're reaping those rewards. You know, I'm not saying break the bank, but a nice balance. So wealth, prosperity, never look at it as lacking. Always think of it as overflowing, abundant. And that's the energy to draw in wealth and prosperity. So if that's something that you want to focus on and work with on this beautiful, powerful energy as you set the pathway of this new beginning, because this is a new beginning. We're on springtime. This is your first new moon of spring. You're going to work with it. You can't sit back on this. This is about you. You have to work with your energy, with your power. That's how you empower yourself to draw great things to you, okay? And if love is something that you want to draw in, then the love candle is the candle for you. So with the love candle, it's about elevating the love, attracting the love, bringing the love, and letting love flow. Remember, love is not selfish. Love is not obsessive. Love is not, what I mean is love is not just like crazy energy all the time. It's really about laying the foundations that if love is there, you have the ability and the power to expand that. The love has to be there. You can't out of nowhere just say, I want so-and-so to love me and he's going to love me and he's going to dream of me all day. You can put that out there, of course, but that person has to have that energy towards you to be able to expand that and to grow it. That's Kingston. He's having a wild moment. He should be in bed by now. Usually he's in bed by 10. All right, so as well as if you want to bring victory and triumph into your life for success, then we try our victory candle, our triumph candle. Everything that you want to achieve with great success and power and achievement, this is the energy that you want to work with. You want to draw that in. Success in everything that you do. I like that one. I love that one. And I love my Triumph oil because my Triumph oil is an oil that is part of one of the bases of oils that I put into everything to achieve success, wealth and prosperity, promotions and increases and salaries. So that is an amazing candle. And triumph, everything that you want to achieve, reach the heights, the higher heights. And as well as if you want to bring in protection, if you feel that that's something in your life that you need to protect your mind, soul, spirit, and body and space, this is a great candle to work with. So this is a protection candle. As you can see, it's got St. Michael, but this is all about really, with his assistance as well, but drawing protection against evil and negativity and darkness. And it could be in all aspects, because you want to protect yourself from negativity in your emotional states and your home space, and as you walk in life, you want to have that protection. So this is a great protection candle for those who feel that they need that, as well as our evil eye candle. I love this one, the evil eye candle. There's always jealousy. I think it's part of the natural human world to have jealousy and envy and negativity, because people get jealous when somebody flows like light. And you can feel when somebody walks into that room, everybody's eyes. And if you've been in high school, you remember those moments. That person that would just walk into a classroom and light up the whole classroom. And then you would have everybody whispering and starting up gossip and stories, trying to darken that energy. So that exists, and it's very prevalent. And it's something that we do from the very beginning as kids. Who's got the best looking bike coming into the playground? So there's always that envy and that jealousy and that competitive nature of always wanting to be better than the other. And of course, sometimes people, what do? They like to chop people down little by little out of fear, jealousy, and envy. And then the gossip begins. And if you need to protect yourself from that, then this is the candle for you. And I would suggest that everybody does an evil eye candle, because it's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing that you can feel an evil eye, because your car, evil eye. You're successful, an evil eye. They see you with some new pair of shoes, evil eye. Oh, the boss took notice of you, evil eye. It's always there. So you weekly, I think that weekly people should just do an evil eye candle just to block that kind of energy, and do a prayer, do a Psalm 23, Psalm 91, which is powerful. Psalm 91 with an evil eye candle, that's pure protection right there. So these are the candles that we're offering. It's the evil eye candle against evil, jealousy, and negativity, to remove envy, remove jealousy, and restore peace. And it's a shielding. It's like for shielding, blocking that energy. And then we have our protection candle for spiritual defense and energetic shielding as well. And then the love candle, which the love candle is to call in love, heal relationships, and deepen self-love and the love of everyone around you. And then we have our money candle, which is what? To bring and attract in abundance, prosperity, and good health and opportunities, okay? And the triumph candle for breakthroughs, success, and stepping into your power, empowerment. So great candles to work with during this time, because this is the first new moon of spring. It's an Aries. You know, if you have an Aries in your life, what are they? They're like energy. They're very fire. Mars, they're influenced by Mars energy. They're very strong, and they move forward, and they don't take no for an answer. They try, and they make efforts, and they're very, very, just like fiery, their energy. They don't sit and stay quiet and accept things. No, they try to work out their future, and they try to work out how to succeed. So their energy is powerful. Aries, love it, Aries. So these are the wonderful candles that we'll be working with, and the energies that we're going to try to focus in on bringing in on this amazing, powerful day. Work with these days. You know, I always say, you know, new moons are powerful in themselves. A full moon, powerful by itself. But when you have that extra, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, blue moon, blood moon, those amplify the energy, which means what? Your prayers, lighting a candle, chanting, dancing under the moon, dancing out in nature, all of that draws in positivity. But you're working with extra, so it's amplified. It's to the 10th power, to the 100th power. I can't even equate to you what power it is, but I know it's powerful. I get a lot done during these times when we have all this extra celestial phenomenon. So work with it. Don't sit back. Don't kind of think, oh, my future is just going to roll and just hit me in the face. It happens. I'm not going to say it doesn't. but you want to be participating in that. You want your energy. You want to be able to put your vision together and working and co-creating with spirit. You got to be part of it. You got to be in it. Like they say, you got to be in it to win it, right? And they say that about the lottery. You got to be in it to win it. Literally, you have to be in it to win it, to achieve, to succeed. All right, so I can't wait for Saturday. The weather is supposed to be amazing. So you know what? If the weather is amazing, I'm going to be outside under the moon. Look at the moon. Under the moon. So, yeah. So hopefully, I know the weather says it's going to be beautiful. So I'll be outside under the stars and under the moon. And even though it's a new moon, because when a new moon, you can't always see the moon. It's a darker side, but it's there. And the energy and the power is very much there, okay? And of course, I don't know if you guys have seen my post or my, what is it, a post? Yeah, post. And it's for something that I'll be offering, because I get a lot of questions about St. Expedite. St. Expedite's feast day is April 19th. And I thought that this month or this year that we should really focus on learning more about him and not wait till the last minute to say, wait, who are you talking about, Grace, that brings in money and cash and wealth and prosperity? Who is this? Instead of waiting till the last minute to know who that is, I'm going to start ahead of time to talk about St. Expedite, because April is his month. And I'm going to be holding a class for St. Expedite, so you can learn about him and see how to work with him and what offerings that you can do, as well as how to write petitions and what you can petition him for. So it'll be April 4th on Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and it'll be on Zoom. And once you join, all the details will be provided for you once upon that you purchase, okay? So I look forward to being able to be with you and in a setting, a Zoom setting, to show you and talk to you and give you all the information that you need about working with St. Expedite, because I know that money is something that for us is very important. Love and happiness are the most important things, but money is something that we do need in order to maintain our households, our lives, and our well-being. Money is just part of it. It is what it is. It's part of life. And it's always wonderful to have many streams of income and have opportunities to expand your wealth and grow your wealth, because we do hopefully get older and we do have families that rely on us. So, it's a lot of responsibility. So in this responsibility, we're always looking to expand and grow our prosperity, our wealth, and our money. All right. So this class is going to be awesome. It's $25. So it's minor. I want to make sure that it's affordable for everybody to be able to join, so you can do these things on your own, to be able to do this. Like, you need quick cash, you need something that's an emergency, or you have paperwork that it's like, oh my God, this is like emergency. It's like, I got a ticket at 10 p.m. What am I going to do? Or there's a summons, or there's some legal paper or anything that happens. You want to be able to at least start doing the work, at least work and draw that energy into your space to help you navigate through any kind of difficulties that are legal, that are immigration, especially everything that's going on. This is the moment that we need St. Expedite. Of course, God. We need God above all things. Don't ever mistake me to think that saints come before God. Oh no, God is the most powerful source in the universe. But it doesn't hurt to have friends. And what do I mean by that? Having friends. Your saints are your friends. They assist you. They pray for you. And why are they helpful? Because they have God's ear. Why do they have God's ear? Because they already lived this life, and they were here doing God's work. They channeled the divine. They expressed God in their actions. They expressed the love of the divine through their words, through their actions, through their service, and through their power and might to stand up for their faith, to stand up for what's right, for the good, for the light, for the greater good. So they already have God's ear. So when they pray to the divine's taking a second, what? Who do I need to pay attention to? What's going on? Okay? So they help you. And it's wonderful to have help. It's like in the real world. It's wonderful to have friends that are in good places and have good reputations that can help you in anything that you may need. Okay, even for a referral for a job, it's wonderful to have a friend that can vouch for you, that can say, hey, they're a good person. They'll work really hard. They're amazing. They're focused. So it's wonderful to have these friends. So saints are intercessors. They're intercessors for you, to intercede for you with God, with their prayers, with their wishes, good wishes, and their support. So yeah, Saint Expedite is the, I'll say this in my own words, Saint Expedite is the bomb diggity. I've never gotten a no. I've never felt that Saint Expedite hasn't come through for me because there were things, and I know it's God above all things that gives the blessing and the permission, but Saint Expedite does double time for me, because I know that when I pray and it's like within days, and it's been within, I've gotten something that was so important within a period of 8 hours. A period of 8 hours. I was like, Saint Expedite, I need bling, 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 boom, just like I asked for it, and even better than what I asked. This is what I love. I'll ask for things, and it comes out even better, and I'm like, why didn't I think of that? I couldn't even put that petition together. Oh my God. God knows me better than I know myself. Knows me better than I know what's good for myself. God gives it to me in a way that it's like, holy bleep. Holy bleep. Holy bleep. God is just like amazing. And Saint Expedite is like, wow. Wow. That's why, I focus a lot and give Saint Expedite towards the end of the year on a blue moon, or if there's a special powerful moon like November, get out of the way. But on his feast day.
You had your blue moon, super moon, Saint Expedite candle
Yeah,
service.
blue moon, super moon, Saint Expedite candle service. I got a fantastic feedback. The majority, I say 90% of everybody who did a candle that night, got what they wanted. And and the thing is, don't get stressed if it's not happening like that, because there's the expectation, oh, I'm going to do this candle and by the end of the month I'm going to get married, I'm going to be in love. It takes the action of releasing those expectations, just surrender it to God. God will give it to you in a way that, like I said, you couldn't even write it, petition it, figure it out yourself. It happens to me all the time. I'll ask for something, and then I'll have difficulties. I'll say, what the heck? Did I not do it right? Did I overdo my petition? Was I dramatic? Was I just ridiculous? Am I not seeing things? And time will pass. Time will pass. And I've had it where it's a year. And I'm not saying, oh my God, that's terrible. No, it isn't. Because it's the right timing. It's the right people, the right situation, the right vibration that is going to give you something that has longevity, that has power, that has ability to propel you even higher than the timing that you were asking for. Know that God is never going to leave you and leave you high and dry, or leave you in the middle of the road. Absolutely not. It may feel like it. You may feel like, oh my God, what's going on? But no. Trust me, no. This is where your faith steps in. You got to have faith. Faith is also a way for you to really, really show and give your all to Spirit. And that's part of it. For some of us, that's part of our journey, our spiritual journey, is to learn how to let go. I know that, for me, personality-wise, I'm a person who has order, and I've been like that since I'm young. Because I'm always trying to prove to myself that I could do better, and that I got it together, that I have order. I do this. It's a competition with myself, and I've always been like that. And at moments, when I haven't been able to maneuver things, I get very frustrated, and I say, "What's wrong with me? Why am I not doing it?" And this is the thing. That's something that I've had to learn, is to be patient and to step away. That's where I go with manifesting. Put it out there, step away, do your prayers, focus it here and there, but don't obsess. Don't be on a timetable. Don't be saying, do you hear me? Do you not hear me? What's going on? Be patient, be loving, and trust and have faith. Okay? So 29th, this Saturday, powerful night. Don't sit back. Take every opportunity that you can to work with energy. And what's wonderful is, you know, that you can also, for a discounted price, you could do the bay leaf that goes with the money candle and the triumph candle. You know, the bay leaf candle where you write a petition on it and you light it up in the night outside of my fireplace, so it goes into the ethos, the universe hears it loud and clear. You got a candle and you got that. That's layering the work. I love layering the work. And of course, when it comes to love, it's the honey jar. And when it comes to the evil eye, it is what? The evil eye jar, to remove and block all that envious, jealous energy. It's hard when you shine. It's hard to shine. You say, even, you know, like people who are beautiful, they have a difficult time, you know. Everybody thinks everything is so perfect when you're beautiful or when you have a talent. Sometimes it's a little hard because you meet all the challenges from others because they're jealous that you have this amazing light. It's a gift. If they spent more time looking at their talents and their gifts, they wouldn't be giving anybody the evil eye. Okay? So everybody, stay in your lane. Focus on your graces, on the good things that you have. The treasure trove of abundance that we all carry within our spirit and within our essence. God brought us here with so much to work with. But we have to take the time to step into our truth and honor ourselves and really open that chest, that treasure chest of all the beauty, all the talents, all the energy that you have, all the light. Share your light. That's what you're here to do. If you have a talent, share it. Don't be afraid to be you. That's the beauty of it. How do you think that most people who are successful is? They're not worried about what he thinks, she thinks, what he's thinking. They're just themselves. Okay? You see me at my age dancing under the moon. I do it because I feel connected to spirit. I feel that I want to celebrate life. I want to celebrate that I can walk. I can celebrate that I can dance. I can celebrate that I'm here and that God loved me enough to put me here. As well as you all should celebrate that God put you here, loved you enough to put you here so you could experience this thing called life. Okay? And life is what you make of it. You have the power to create your destiny, your existence, your moments, your successes. You have the power. You just have to know that it is doable, that you have the power to do those things. So whether you want to start a new career, guess what? You have everything that you need to start it. You want to create a new business. You have all the power in the world to do it. You just have to say, this is what I want to do, and just do it. I always refer in reference Nike. I really vibe with that slogan, you know, just do it. Because if you think about it and you sit there and overanalyze things, you waste a lot of time and you miss that moment, and then you kind of convince yourself to a point and you go, oh my God, it's too hard. Because you start thinking of all the steps. If you love something, want to do something, go for it. Don't be afraid. You're supported by the universe. Look at how it supports us, giving us all these lunar eclipses and solar eclipses and the blood moons, the full moons, the new moons in Aries and Taurus and Gemini and all the beautiful seasons. Everything around the world is created for us to work with. How perfect is that? How amazing God is. Again, it's just like everything is perfection. Everything God does is perfect, and we fit into that. And it's about us to really take the time to listen and to learn how to work with it. Okay?
So you have some questions.
Okay.
A viewer asked, what lipstick do you use? It's beautiful.
Guess what? I have it with me. What a surprise. You know something? I have it because I said someone's going to ask me tonight about the lipstick. You see how psychic I am, how I knew? It is called Rouge Hollywood by Sicily. Okay? Here it is. How did I know someone was going to ask me? Wow. I had a feeling. That's why I go with your feeling. It doesn't lie to you.
Raymond's here.
Hello, Raymond.
He said, we have such an overwhelming amount of debt. I can't help but stress, but I know I need to trust the process.
Yes, trust the process. Don't worry. The thing is, I understand how you feel. I remember I'm a mother of 5. I've been married since I'm 17 years old. There were moments that were like, oh my God, we got to make sure that the lights are paid. We got to make sure for this. Oh my God, the tuition is due. And I had tuition in Catholic school for 3 of them at the same time. And now I have tuition for the other 2. But there were moments that, as a young family, putting all the kids through school, it was expensive. And, all the expenses with ballet, and the other one wanted to do this and the other one wants to do that. The other one wants to play a horn. It was just, it's crazy. And as parents, we want to be able to provide and do all these things. And sometimes there are crunches. And there were times that were like, oh my God, I got to look at the penny jar. And, my husband used to have this big jar that he still has since he was a little kid, where it was filled with quarters and nickels. And I remember us having to turn that over, and between the 2 of us, because it was so heavy, and have to roll the pennies up to take to the bank. So those moments do come. But you know what? It was wonderful. There were wonderful times too, because it's resourcefulness. It's knowing that you're going to be okay and trusting God. There are moments that it feels like, yeah, the bottom's going to come out, but you got to say, no, it's going to be okay. I'll figure it out. God will give me everything that I need to figure it out. Trust it, follow your instinct, and never feel that you're broke. Feeling that you're broke, guess what? Makes you more broke. So you're going to say, I can handle it. Money's everywhere. And I always find, and then somebody says to me, you'll never be without a dollar. You'll never be without a dollar. And it's true. I always find money in pockets and everywhere. So do that. Take time to, and I'm not trying to say go in there and look for pennies and nickels, but everything, when you have money, all that extra change, have a big bucket that you put it in. Everything that you're not using, because we do that a lot. I remember my youngest, not to get too away from the subject, I remember my youngest, Madison, here, she did this. Every time that I would come from the store or something, I would always have like clumps of money and I would leave it. And it'd be like $5 and change, it'd be $10 and change, all these different, and I would always leave it around the house or take it out of my bag and just dump it on one side. And I remember when we were going to Disney, my mother had gotten her this big dinosaur, where like a piggy bank type of thing, to put in her money. And I remember when we said, okay, Madison, we're going to Disney. Okay, kids, get your piggy banks, because that's what you saved for, right? So we open up, everybody's got like maybe $150, maybe $200. Madison had like $700. We're looking at each other like, where'd you get $700 from? She goes, what do you mean? I collect. I mean, what do you mean collect? Under the couch, under the furniture, your bags, the pockets, your pockets, Matt Lauren's pockets, Asher's pockets, this pocket, and $700. This kid went, how old were you? You were like, what, 8? I don't even remember. And she's walking around with $700. I was like, wait a minute, is that my money? It's like, no, it's my money, I collect. So it adds up. So when you can, and I still have that myself, where I have a big jar where I put all the pennies. And look at pennies, this is one thing. I remember today I saw someone say, no, keep the pennies. And I'm thinking to myself, is he crazy? Keep the pennies. Do you know that they want to do away with copper pennies? It's going to be something that people are going to collect, and it's going to be worth something, a lot more. And there's a story about somebody who got a penny. They were asking, they were praying and praying for money. Oh my God, dear God, I need money. Oh my God, I don't want to be evicted. I got to pay my rent, my mortgage, some stuff like that. And all of a sudden, he gets a penny. It was like some penny. And he picked it up and he put it aside. So he's watching the news, and the news were saying about this buffalo penny from 1960, whatever. He goes over and he looks and he goes, oh my God. This penny is worth, guess how much that penny was worth? $4,000. $4,000. He was able to collect $4,000. That was the worth of that penny. Okay, so don't look at pennies and go, I don't do pennies, okay? Do pennies, okay? Because pennies have worth. They're copper. Do you know here in New York, there was a time that there were copper thieves stealing all the copper signs and copper wiring all over the city? That was a thing. I lived it. I remember that. I don't know what year because it was kind of dusty. I'm getting old. But I remember it was like people were stealing copper. So know that you could have wealth right in your own piggy bank. So take a look at things. Google things, even like Google, see how much is a nickel from this year? How much is a quarter from this year? You know, the $2 bills? That's another thing. Look at the sequences. You may be getting money in your hand and you may be giving thousands of dollars away. Okay, so pay attention to the universe because the universe is constantly giving bounty. Pay attention, pay attention. Don't take anything for granted. Not saying that you are, that's not an accusation. Sometimes, even myself, I take things for like, it's a couple of pennies, whatever. You know, I toss it to the side. And I've learned to double check and save. Now, for you with money, you have to be positive about money. That's how you draw more money in. And when you spend money, don't get that like feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have done. You did it, good, you enjoyed it, boom. More money will come. It'll flow. I know the universe loves to see me happy. You don't think God wants to see you happy? Absolutely. So that's the premises that you got to go. God loves to see me happy, and I'd like to see me happy, okay? And I'm going to be happy to see more money flow in this home. More money. Money comes, money flows, money goes, and money comes. Money goes, and money. When you hold on to money, you're holding energy, and you're stopping the flow of money. That's why I open the door. And I do this, and this is a thing. You could check on Instagram. It's one of my posts that I have there, which is a ritual that you do every first of every month, and that is take a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. A little bit of cinnamon in the palm of your hand. Open the door. Go, dear God in heaven. Let the abundance and prosperity flow through this house. I ignite it with cinnamon, poof, and blow it into your house. You know how many posts I got? But I got a dog. My dog's gonna die. He's gonna be allergic to cinnamon. Oh, but it's gonna bring mice. Oh, it's gonna bring cockroaches. Oh my God. You know what? It has a little tiny, little bit. It's not gonna kill anybody. It's a little bit. Blow it in. You want more money to flow in, right? That's not gonna kill your dog to see more money flowing into your house. Trust the process. Trust what you're doing. Trust that the things that you do it with love and the best intention. Connecting with God. God is always listening.
Or put like a little pet gate for a few hours.
Yeah, you could do that too. Okay, it's just for a little small moment in time. Okay, and it's not enough it's a little dot of cinnamon. And that you don't want to do the dot of cinnamon, then put a cup with a whole bunch of cinnamon sticks and put it away where your dog or your cat can't eat it, okay? Be conscientious.
A viewer asked, tomorrow's candles on
Saturdays.
But
well, it's gonna honestly 25. What is it? Oh my God.
In 35 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say in 75 minutes. See, I'm thinking of money here. It's a quarter after 11. To make $1, it'll be 75 more cents. You see, I'm in that mode, like money, wealth, prosperity. Hello, welcome in here. Sit at my table. Sit next to me.
The viewer asked, for the candle glass readings, is it one-on-one reading or a general reading of all the candles?
No, each candle burns down. And it's for the petition of whatever they petitioned in that candle, because that's the energy in the candle. So if somebody says, oh, I want to be able to get a new job. So it's going to be on getting that new job. What does it look like? What is there going to be timing?
Specific to your petition.
Yeah, that's it. Specific to the petition. I've gotten where it's a candle for love, and somebody say, hey, do you see a job in there? Or they'll say, hey, do you see my aunt and uncle? They're thinking of visiting, but I don't know if I'm going to be in town. Do you think they're going to ask me to, like silly things? It's just like the weirdest things, weirdest questions. Like, what does that have to do with the candle?
And it's not the same reading for every candle.
No.
It's sent as, there's photos of the candle glass reading that get sent, as well as an audio.
Okay.
Whether it's on Instagram or email, the audio is emailed to you.
Okay, you'll get all the information. And remember, it takes 7 days to burn because it's a 7-day candle. It takes 7 days to burn down. After those 7 days, it'll take another 7 to 10 business days for me to be able to read it because it's a bunch of them. It's not just one. And it's not something like, hey, it says this. No, I have to like read it and I have to like get into the prayers and the zones and try to figure it out because there's a lot of, sometimes there's pictures, sometimes there could be, there have been times where there's faces and words and different things like that. It's interesting. It's amazing. It's amazing. And sometimes I just know just what it means. I can't specifically tell you how this works. It just does.
If you think about it, it is a mini reading.
It is.
Sometimes it's
oh no, it is a
intuitive.
reading.
Yeah.
It's a reading. Everybody who's gotten a reading, a candle glass reading, you know, if anybody here that has had a candle glass reading with me, you could say how it's helped you or what kind of information you've gotten is specific to your petition. And sometimes, on occasion, I've gotten things where it's other information that they need to know or how they can manifest it, because when there's some information left there, it's what they need to do in order to manifest that.
A viewer asked, what happens if you can't write down your petition? Can you say it?
Yes. And actually, as you're writing your petition, you should say it out loud. And as you look at the video after it's done, you should, on occasion, when you're alone, say it out loud. Okay, so absolutely, it is powerful. Your words, your remember, this is your throat chakra. It is powerful. It's magical. Think of everybody, let's say George Washington or Martin Luther King. To me, Martin Luther King was just like the way he spoke and the way he was able to deliver information was like extraordinary. And that's a talent. That was not just talent. That was a person with great heart. How he was able to deliver messages where it brought people to tears. It promoted a change in this country. It was a movement and an evolution, and not a revolution because it wasn't like that, but it was a shift for a big change. How powerful his words and his voice was with his throat chakra, that he could change things for a whole bunch of people, for a whole set of people, whole race of people, that he was able to make those changes with his powerful skills of communication and really working from the heart chakra. So your throat chakra is powerful. It can build and it can tear down. It can be used for good and for evil. Your voice is powerful, and that's something that we must remember, that our voice is powerful. So if you want change, if you want to shift the energy in this planet, in this world, your voice, and a united voice we stand, can be extraordinary to shift and change the tide to a more positive time. So if you can't write, saying it out loud is powerful and beautiful. And all the energies around you will hear it. You honor your truth, yourself, your emotions, your feeling, and your light.
A viewer asked, why is it that the candles amplify the manifestations?
Because you're putting your energy, everything that you put your hands into, that you put your heart, you're aligning your chakras. Because remember, when you're lighting a candle, it's got your oils, it's got your intentions, how it's charged, how it's cleansed, how it's prayed over. And it's something that you just don't light it. It's not like a chicken, right? Like a rotisserie, you just set it and forget it. It'll cook itself. No. You have to be consistently at prayer every time, that you have an opportunity to sit down. You should be holding your candle and praying, or at least praying and putting your hands up in prayer and voice and energy with your candle. That's why I say to you, it's not just like Grace, just light my candle and just get it done. No, I do that too, but you have to do it at home as well. That's why you have the video. Not only that a proof that I did it, but also for you to know that it's being lit and that your vibration is also in that candle as you visualize it. Because from a distance, you have the power to bring positive vibrations to your candle, as well as negative vibrations. Because if you doubt what you're asking for, I'm working against the current here. I'm here saying, dear God, I know that you're listening, and I'm praying that to please hear me. Oh, my heart, I want to see happiness. I want to see them happy, please, Lord. They're here trusting, they have faith. They spent the time, the money, the petition. They went through the whole thing, the process. They want to see it come into fruition. They trust, they feel. You know, I'm doing that whole thing. And then you're at home, you're going to be like, ugh, not even thinking about it. That's why some of the candles drown. That's some they turn off. Or they don't always have the best news because you're not focusing. It takes me and you and connecting in the energy with the divine to get it done. Like I've said, there's been on occasions where I've had people that will get a candle. There's no petition. There's no effort on any aspect. And it's like, I'm doing the petition for them. And it's a universal, that they may have peace, that they may be surrounded with love, that they have healing, that they have good health, that they have prosperity. I'm here doing all of this. And then I don't even get like an acknowledgement that they even got it, And then like 2 months later, I didn't get this, or that wasn't my petition. I just feel like this. So focus. If this is something that you're interested, put your love into it. Put your heart into it. This is real. I wouldn't spend all this time with it if it wasn't real. You should see my fireplace, the amount of candles I burn for me. Trust me. It's done in the 7 days. I redo my candles every 7 days to keep good positive energy flowing through here, for peace, for good health, for my balance, for my hearing to be good. I'm lighting a candle for each of my saints to, as honoring them and keeping that relationship and prayer alive, because I need them. They help me and they help you. Okay.
A viewer asked, do you do phone readings and how much?
I do Zoom, and we also can do a reading through Instagram. Okay, so those are the two ways, the two mediums that I do readings. Okay.
And because there's different readings, prices vary, and everything can be found on StellaMarisReadings.com. Raven said, y'all want to hear something funny? We went to have dinner at an Italian restaurant we've been going to our whole life. My daughter ate a whole piece of lasagna and now she's asleep.
Lasagna
That sounds like me.
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar. Madison and lasagna. She looks like Garfield the cat.
Oh, thanks.
Like Garfield the cat is just like, or sits on that couch, is like passes out from a food coma. Yeah, that's Madison.
A viewer asks, can you still join even if you bought a candle a few months ago?
Yes. Remember, these are things that you just don't do it once and that's it, and you never do it. This is something, it's a practice. For me, it's my lifestyle. I do candles all the time for everybody in my family. Somebody's not feeling well, they got a health candle. They got an St. Archangel Raphael candle. Somebody's having a difficult time, they got a St. Michael candle, because St. Michael takes care of business. And of course, I'm always doing prayers. So prayers are very important. Without prayers, there's no magic. And the magic is in the prayers. The magic is in the efforts, excuse me. Every time I drink something, it's like, oh.
If you're asked, should I get a reading about which candle to do? I don't know what I mean.
No. You got to know what you want. What do you want? Ask yourself, what do I want? Do I want money? Do I want love? Do I need protection? Do I got some problem with somebody that's giving me the heebie-jeebies every time they look at me? You got to figure out what it is that you want. Do I need some money? I think we all want it anyway. We don't need it. We all want it. But do I need love? Do I need help to succeed and achieve? Do I want, not validation, but accreditation for the things that I do? That I want to be acknowledged? Do I want to be successful? Do I want to reach my success, my destiny? Or do I have some skunk back there that's giving me the evil eye, stinking up my space with their negativity? If you got a skunk stinking up your space, then you need an evil eye candle, okay? I know some of those things. And, Madison says that she'll get a pimple right in the middle of the forehead. That is...
This is your third eye.
right on your third eye. If you get a pimple right in the, and I have one right here, right now. I have one right here. What is that? That's evil eye. Somebody giving you dust. Why? Because you shine like the sun. Okay, it's not your fault that you shine like the sun. That's how it is. That's how you got it. Okay, so when you got it like that, you shine. Don't let anybody come in and try to put some clouds in front of you. Hell no. Okay, so block that energy out. Do your process. Say, Michael the Archangel, dear God in heaven, block this person from my space, that they can't touch me, they can't see me, they can't feel me, they can't know me. I don't want them to even know me. Okay, and do your evil eye candle, a blue candle, evil eye candle. And yeah, it works. I got one of those going all the time.
A viewer said, I want a beautiful home and luxurious, consistent income.
Well, it could be the triumph,
That's
or
the
it could be your money. Oh, wait a minute, that's protection?
The women's triumph.
Right. Oh my God. Look at this. You probably all think I'm bunkers.
It's because they have angels.
Yeah. So this one, triumph in all your endeavors. You want to reach success with all your endeavors. So angels of victories. I told you that in all the different countries, they always have a huge angel at the top of a steeple, where they have their capitals, where they have their major cities. Why? Because it's a victory. It's victory to be able to have your own city and to be successful and to have a working economically well-adjusted and flowing country. So they always have angels of victory and high steeples.
In Grace's Gettysburg vlog, we went to the Gettysburg battlefield, and we had these really beautiful drone shots, and at the top of the monument, it had the angel on it. And I have it here.
Okay, look at this. One by one, hold on. Okay. Do you see that? That's a victory angel, angel of victory. And to think that that was a bloody war that was fought, and the victory is freedom. To have freedom is a victory. It's a success story. Yeah. And we must not forget that place is amazing. That it was fought for equality, for freedom and equality. And that's a victory. And an angel of victory stands on top of that monument.
If you were asked, how much is each candle?
Each candle is $125, and it's $50 for a candle glass reading. Okay.
So $175.
If you get both.
And each candle actually comes with an add-on as well. Okay. And those are discounted. So without a candle glass reading and the add-on, it's $149. And then with the candle glass reading and the add-on, it comes up to $199.
Okay. And that's like layering the work. Like I said, the love would be in the honey jar. So a petition will go into the honey jar for love. Oh my God, my nails are horrible. For love. And
these two go in the evil eye jar. The
okay,
evil eye
everything
protection.
Against negativity in the evil eye jar. And these two would be bay leaves. Okay, so this is the bay leaf. Bay leaf burning. We burn the bay leaf. We write the petition with a red marker and light it up in the fireplace and say a prayer. And of course, I put my oil. My favorite oil. This is the most beautiful oil. Oh my God, you know something that I've started to wear it. I started to wear it. I wear it just because I love the scent of it. My moon oil. My moon oil is, it's like it smells expensive. It smells amazing. And I'm a big buff with perfumes. For me, I love perfumes because it just energetically changes my feeling, and my energy changes completely.
Maria said, I'm feeling that candle. I've been using the Triumph oil lately. Forgot I bought it.
Okay. Smell that oil, Maria. The Triumph oil is beautiful. All my oils are lightly scented, but they're exquisite. They're like no other. They don't smell like anything else. And they're just magically, just beautifully done. Know that I do it with all my love, with all my heart, with all my emotions, for the best intentions, for success, for love, for happiness, for prosperity, abundance, good health, all those beautiful things. That's what we're here to do. Live in those beautiful energies. And the more we talk about it, the more we connect with it, the more we bring it into our lives. No negativity. Don't bring any kind of negativity into your space. Don't argue. Don't argue over it's like sometimes we argue over the dumbest things. And what does that do? That really brings a lot of negativity into your home and space. And it affects your health. It affects your pocketbook. It affects your energy. And it affects everybody and the dog and the cat. Okay, so you don't want that kind of energy. Stay in your positive. God is with you. Don't ever feel that you're alone. You're never alone. God is always with you. All you have to do is, you want to hear God? You want to hear your angels? You want to hear your saints and your ancestors? Sit back, take a deep breath in, close your eyes, breathe in, and exhale. Start talking to God. Speak your heart out. Speak what you feel. Speak what you want. And then listen. Stay quiet and listen. Take note of everything in your space. Sometimes when I sit alone, I could hear movement. I could hear even the candles speaking, because they talk. The candles speak. They whistle and they crackle and they make noises and they speak.
Have you ever asked, can you wear the oils on your skin?
Okay, on your pulse points here. On your pulse points in the back here, okay? And if you want to work with your third eye, it's lightly anointed on your third eye, okay? Or a little on your crown, on your temples. I wouldn't lather myself up because, remember, your body has sensitivities. These are a little tougher that, can withstand a little bit. That's why they always say, even like if you're going to dye your hair, test it on your skin before you dye your hair. Always test it on your skin before you put it, because you might not be allergic, but Mary could be allergic to it. Tom might not be allergic, but Jesse may be allergic to it. So always test things. For me, all the products, with my products, it's all natural. I don't put any chemicals. There are no chemicals. Ugh. Everything is all natural because the plants and the herbs, remember, herbs have medicinal properties, they have spiritual properties, and they have magical properties.
Brittany on TikTok said, you look so beautiful.
Why, thank you, Brittany. Kisses to you.
Have you ever asked, what about dealing with a lot of karma I've gained through avoidance? I really want to get over avoidance.
Okay, avoidance. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Cleanse yourself. Purify your home. Start talking to God. Let go of those things. Don't carry old things. And you know what? Karma is something that comes back to us when we don't let go and we carry these things, and then we react over the things, like walk around angry, we'll walk around upset. Let go of all that negativity. You just have to choose life. You just have to choose positivity. You know how they say you got to choose life? Then choose positivity. Just choose it. There's no time to waste. You have a beautiful life here. It's time for you to embrace it and just let go. Let go of what holds you back. Let go of what hurts you. Let go of everything that torments your insides. There's just one thing to do. Just let go. Don't continue to drag your past with you. And whatever you did in your past, forgive yourself, ask for forgiveness and forgive yourself and let it go and do better. That's the way we fix things, doing better. The next day we do better. And if the next day is like a little bit like this, then we try to do better the next day. Forgive yourself, ask for forgiveness, and do better the next day. Know that you can change your life any moment at any time that you make that decision. When you make that choice, and the rest is forgotten. The past is forgotten. Put it to peace, give it to the Lord, and let go. You don't have time to waste. We get old really quickly, okay? Be in your grace. Share your good parts, the goodness of you. Because the more you share of your goodness, the more goodness that you're going to discover. Because as you're going in there, taking out all that beautiful light, guess what? I didn't know I was like, I didn't know I could do, I didn't know. You're going to discover so much of yourself. Trust me. I've learned that through life experience. I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I'd be able to think of how I started and who I was to who I am today. Of course, God was with me every step of the way, teaching me, giving me the lessons that I needed to learn to empower myself, to find the strength within me to be who I needed to be for me, for my loved ones, and for the world, to channel God's love into the world.
Kim on Instagram said, "Hi Grace, hope you're doing well. Went walking earlier, walked by a fountain, stood there with my eyes closed, envisioned all my stress being swept away. Saw white light and hue of blue and purples."
You know what that is? Hues of blue and white and purple. Those are your angels. Those are the angels. Oh my God. You see that when you do that exercise, angels come to you. Those lights and those colors, those are angelic energies coming to you. You're calling them in. You're welcoming them. You're opening your heart to that. We can all do that. That's what my exercise is. Remember when I did, now we're going to do the grounding visualization exercise. That's me opening the door. That's you opening the door and calling them in to come and heal you, to come give you a sense of peace, to release all the stress and anxiety and the from all day. Okay? Remember, we're still in Mercury retrograde. And besides that, the world is just like, what the heck right now? And we're bombarded with the news. And, you know, I hear news and it's like, just yesterday, like I heard, I'm not going to talk about it, but I heard a news that I literally went to bed crying, and I got up and I was doing the laundry and I started to cry while I was doing the laundry because it hurt me. It hurt me to know that someone was hurt. How can we not feel the pain of others? It's just like it's in the air. And this is why we need to connect with God and release a lot of that, because it'll drive us crazy. I know it would drive me crazy. It kind of does already. Okay, Madison's like, mm-hmm. And you know, so I have my moments where I'll rage, and Madison's like, oh, there's nothing you can do about it. There's that. Yes, there is, and praying is something that we must do. But yeah, I'm a human being. I'm a normal human being. I listen to things and I'm like, what in God's name are people thinking? What are we thinking? And I'm not saying just people. What are we? Because I'm part of the collective of people. What are we thinking? How are we wearing sunglasses in the middle of the night? We're going to fall and break our face. So let's take off those glasses and see what the world is really like. And remember, prayer is powerful. Prayer moves mountains. So be in prayer every opportunity that you can to make a change. No one should suffer in this world. Jeez. Nobody should be suffering. We should be able to get along and have a conversation. We should be able to share. This planet doesn't belong to one person or the other. We're only borrowing it for the time that we're here. What is it? I remember that Eddie Murphy said, we're lucky if we get 70 summers and 70 winters, 70 springtimes, because that's like the average. And it's true. Think of it. What's 70? I know none of you think $70 is very much money, right? Imagine years, 70 years, the average. It goes like this. I remember being a teeny bopper. I was the cutest thing, and now look at me. Okay? I'm like, my toe hurts, my foot hurts, my elbow hurts, my finger, my nails hurt. Okay? I have moments that I'm like, oh, Dios mío. I don't want to get up. I hurt everywhere, okay? I do that. I have my moments. It goes quickly. I remember I was jumping all over the place. I had 4 kids on top of me, 5 kids on top of me. And I was able to iron with one on one hip and cook over there and clean the house and use the dust buster, because I used to use the dust buster, was, you know, in the 90s. That was my best friend. I think I should have had a tool belt with a dust buster next to me because I was crazy. My kids would eat. I would literally sit next to them and dust bust them. They would finish. I would dust bust underneath. I was constantly with that dust buster, and I got carpal tunnel from it. Okay, carpal tunnel. So there are moments that I'm like this, and my hand goes like this. I'm like, oh, it's all the years of hard work. So time goes quickly. It goes fast. Be happy. You know, even when the kids are like all over the place, just like, they're lovely. What would you do without them? Life goes quickly. Things can happen in a moment's time. So enjoy even the discomfort even the discomfort, enjoy it, because you would truly miss it. And it goes quick. Okay, I miss all of my kids little. That was the best time, when they're all little. Because they don't talk back, they don't give me attitude, they don't do that. I get that a lot, all the eye rolling, like, ugh. See all the faces I get. It's like, oh my God. And I feel it, you see? You could feel evil eye from even your own kids. Because, you know, I'm like having a moment and you see them. And I could feel it. I feel it in the back of my bone. Just the other night, I'm talking to Madison and Gigi's in the kitchen. And I got up because I knew that he was making gestures like this from the kitchen into the dining room to Madison, because I saw Madison go, like, don't let her catch you. So look at that. Enjoy every moment. It's all happiness. And even, like I said, even the discomfort, be in the joy of it. It goes quickly. And be happy. Just be happy. Just be happy. Do your prayers. Talk to the universe. Go out in nature. Let the rain fall on your face. Throw yourself in the snow. Well, unless you have like issues like me with a bad foot, you don't want to throw yourself in the snow. Go out and be happy. Sit in the grass. Well, if you can't sit in the grass, because I can't sit in the grass. But I will sit on a rock, okay? Yeah, I will sit on a rock.
You need help getting
Yeah, I need help getting off the rock. Okay. Put your feet in the water, in the grass. Do things that connect you with nature. Be happy, okay? Don't waste your time on like nonsense. Be happy. Don't stress yourself over everything, because it'll work out. It will work out. Okay?
You have 2 last questions. If you are asked, how often do you go live?
I try to do every other night, and sometimes
Every night, sometimes.
every night, sometimes. Unless I really am like overworked with a lot of readings in the day, because if I get mediumship readings, that's draining. If I get a lot of certain kinds of readings, I'm like, I'm like spent. Okay, and of course I have to make sure that I have enough energy to be able to do my prayers, because then I'll snore, and then they'll have to go. You have to get up. You got to finish your prayers, and you got to go to bed, because I go to bed at 3:30, 4 a.m. sometimes, and I'm in a chair, like literally praying. So, guys, when you say to me, why is it so expensive? Because I'm up all night till 4 a.m. in the morning, sitting in a chair praying over your candles. That's why. Okay. All right, so listen, I'm all busted up because I'm up till 4 a.m. in the morning trying to make sure that everybody gets what they want. And I'm doing my hardest, and I'm loving every moment. So I'm not complaining. I'm loving every moment. But please don't tell me, why is it $125? You know how many days? It's 7 days. How many times during the day do I go and pray in between my readings and trying to feed my dad, because I take care of my dad? Oh my God, sometimes my dad has to eat like an hour later, because I can't do that. So I'm busy all day long. I'm truly busy all day long. Okay. So know that when I do this, I mean it with all my heart. I'm working. I want happiness. I'm happy if, see, this is an illness. I'm happy if everybody's happy. I can't help myself. I'm trying to get help for that.
And your last question
Okay.
is, I've been finally getting my appetite back, as I've gone through a very stressful time for over a year. How can I learn to let it go?
Breathing and praying. Breathing exercises, in and exhaling. A lot of us don't breathe. And I remember going to the doctor and having a little bit of issues, and it was like, this whole time that you've been sitting here, Grace, you don't breathe. You're going to have to breathe in as deep as you can and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe so the oxygen goes up here, so you can think with more clarity and put things in perspective, and not let the small things really eat away at you. And know that, okay, I can't fix that. Dear God, this goes up to you. Fix it for me as best you can, Lord. How it's meant to be. I release it. Release it. They're things that we cannot change. And that's important for us to know, that those are the things that we need to give up to the Lord. And the things that we can change, focus on those little things that you can change. And guess what? The busier you'll become, and the less stress and the less festering and the less negativity that you're going to be feeling. Okay? And prayer. Prayer is the foundation of spirituality, the foundation of magic, the foundation of connecting with energy. It's prayer. That is what opens the door for you to commune with spirit. No prayers, no communing, okay? Because what are you doing? You have to speak up. This is powerful, okay? This is powerful. Your gut's powerful. Your sacral, these are your energy centers. They have to be in alignment. And when something is twisted, the whole essence of you, the whole part of you is just like out of whack. You want to always keep it in alignment. And how do you do that? Prayer, meditation, and grounding exercises. The exercise that we do when we do readings. All right. Wonderful. So this was a lot of fun today. Okay. Lots of fun. Okay. Before I leave, I always love to be able to throw out an oracle card. You know, some cards, get some validation, get some good messages that we may be needing, messages that could help us make decisions or to help us feel at ease, help us feel connected with spirit, and help us feel grounded in place. All right. So let's see. What should I do here? This is a nice one. Oh, this is nice. Let's work with this one. All right, so this is Sacred Light Oracle Deck by Anna Stark. This is nice. Okay. All right, so let's begin. So before I start, I always say let's do an exercise called grounding and visualization. That helps me connect, and it helps you connect with energy and spirit and bring in more light and peace, and to get good messages to come in. All right, so ready to start, everybody? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Say yes. Okay. Let's begin. Oh, this is nice. All right, I'll ask you to get comfortable and close your eyes. Breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Picture yourself at the foot of the sea with your feet in the warm sand as you breathe in and exhale. You can feel the warm sun on your skin. You could smell the sea and the sea salt, and you could feel the vibration of the sea as the tide comes in and it pulls at your feet as you take a deep breath in and exhale. As you look up, you see these beautiful blue skies and these beautiful fluffy clouds as they pass. As you breathe in and exhale, you could hear the sounds of the seagulls as they fly above you and sing their beautiful song as you take a deep breath in and exhale. You could hear the thunderous movement of the sea, and you could feel a sense of peace and awe. The energy is cleansing and purifying as you breathe in and exhale. The air is flowing through your hair and your fingers, and you could feel almost the kiss of spirit as you breathe in and exhale. You feel cleansed, you feel clean and purified. All the things that were stressing you out disappeared. All your worries, they disappeared. They don't exist. You're in a good place. You can feel God's love all around you. As the wind dances and embraces you, you could feel God's embrace. You could feel the angels, and you could feel your saints sending you lots of love and kisses, and your ancestors. You can remember them. You could see them. As your eyes are closed, you can feel their love and presence as you take a deep breath in and exhale. With every wave that comes in, you feel washed and cleansed and strong and powerful and confident and grounded as you take a deep breath in and exhale. The coolness of the water is refreshing, and you could feel its healing. You could feel this beautiful healing throughout your body, from your feet, moving up through your legs and your thighs, up through your chakras. It's cleansing, it's cleaning, it's removing all that heaviness, all the worries, all the anxiety, all the stresses, all the anger, all the disappointment, all the nerves. Removing it completely, cleaning it, cleaning it, cleaning it. And you could feel sparks of light flowing through you. And it flows right out through your crown chakra. You're brilliant. You feel happy, feel strong and positive. Continue to breathe in and out. How beautiful, how happy you feel. You feel one with God. You feel one with nature. You feel one with yourself. You know that you have God with you every step of the way. You're not alone. You'll never be alone. Dear God in heaven, surround us with love and light. Deliver us from negativity and darkness, that your love and light prevail. Saint Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael, be present with us. Protect us and guide us, and deliver us from all negativity. Angels of light, keep us close to the divine. Keep us close to God. Keep us close to Mother Mary. Keep us close to the light. Amen. Bring us good news for the best and highest good of all of us as a community, as a people, as we stand as one. Bring us great news, good news for our best and highest good. What do we need to know? Enlighten us. Amen. Let's see. You guys ready? How did that exercise make you all feel? These were nice. Okay. So the first one is celestial channel, hidden beauty, remaining optimistic, staying neutral. Okay. Celestial channeling. What does that mean? Channeling with spirit, channeling with the universe, channeling with the moon, the stars, the sun. Celestial channeling. There's energy in the sun and the moon and the stars. Channel that energy. Guess what we're going to do the 29th? We're going to channel that energy. We're going to channel with a solar eclipse. We're going to channel with a new moon in Aries. So this is telling you, channel with the celestial heavens. Celestial channeling. Hidden beauty. Remaining optimistic. Staying neutral. So stay balanced. Work with the energies that God has provided for us to work with, to bring great things into realization. From here and here into the physical world. Through prayer, meditation, and connecting with all the celestial energies and the divine, to manifest success. There's a lot of hidden beauty in our surroundings, in the heavens. Work with that energy. You know, this is like with the zodiac, with the months and the seasons and where we're born and under what sign. We embody some of those energies and those talents and those gifts that that time period provides in the way the celestial heavens are placed. That is a big thing, astrology and working with the zodiac. And it can tell you about future things. It also can tell you about your makeup, your spiritual makeup, your personality. So there's a lot to see and to learn from that. So channel the celestial heavens. Next one is cosmic gateway. Beautiful. Insecurities, connection with others, and refocusing. So cosmic gateway. So look at her position, how she's connecting with the cosmos. This is kind of in line with this. So I think that Spirit is saying, connect with the heavens. It's a powerful night. So 29th is the night that you want to work with celestial channeling and the cosmic gateway. The cosmic gateway, it's in a position. This is the stage for you to channel. Look at how spirit works. Okay, so it's already telling you that the 29th is important to channel celestial channeling. I'm going to put it up close so you could see. Excuse my nail. Celestial channeling, celestial channeling, celestial channeling. And then the next one, cosmic gateway, cosmic gateway, cosmic gateway. And what does that mean? Connection with others, focusing. Let your insecurities go. Trust the energies, how the universe has set the stage for us to connect with it. Okay? What's the next one? Sacred space. Positive outcome, clarity, lucky attraction, and removing obstacles. So, on this night, you'll be able to have positive outcomes by gaining clarity and lucky attraction. So, the set is staged to attract good luck in your endeavors.
The stage is set.
The stage is set. Look at that. You said
You said the set is stage.
Excuse me. Say it again.
The stage is set.
The stage is set. The universe is setting this stage for you to channel and work with it. It's a powerful time to work with it. And sacred space, positive outcome, this clarity, lucky attraction. And this is a time to remove obstacles. How do you remove obstacles? By having great things to bring into fruition. You get rid of obstacles because you're drawing in new things for you, new possibilities, new blessings, new endeavors, new energy. Okay? So wonderful, wonderful messages. I think this is kind of relates to each other. So the universe is giving you a heads up on how to work with it this Saturday, okay, the 29th. And let's say that if you want to join, all you have to do is click the link in my bio, go to stellamarisreadings.com and join there. And if this is something that you want to do, that you feel you want to do by yourself, then do your prayers. Open the window. Well, open the window meaning the shades, the blinds. Always be safe. Look at the universe. Speak to the heavens. That's very powerful and very important to do on this night. Do your prayers. Light your candle. Do a spiritual bath. Cleanse. And speak to the universe. Speak to God out loud. Say your prayers. Okay? Remember, for the person who said, I don't know what to get, you got to ask yourself, what do I want? Embrace it. Go within and say, what do I want? Trust me, I could give you a list of things that I want. I don't know why anybody would have a problem wanting to ask for what they want. Okay? Don't let that be your problem. Be comfortable with spirit. You see, that's why saying prayers and talking to God every single day gives you a feeling of, I could say anything to God. God could, God knows me. He knows who I am. He knows what I mean. And even if sometimes he knows what I mean. And I say he, excuse me, I take that back. It knows what I mean. See, that's conditioning. We're all conditioned that God is a he. God is not a he or a she. God is something bigger that we can't even fathom. You see, when you look into the universe, can you say, oh, that's a man, that's a girl? No. The universe is a mystery. We can't even put two and two what it is, okay? It's energy. It's powerful. It's beautiful. Okay? And
if you were asked, is this reading for everyone?
yes, it's for collective, for everyone. Alrighty?
Viewer said thought it's because the solar eclipse is supposed to wait a day or two to do your manifestations.
No. Do you. Talk to God. God, I can't talk to you. I got to wait for the solar eclipse to move out of the way. No, this is the perfect timing. These are phenomenons that this, like I said, a stage that is put there for you to work with it. You can't ignore it. It brings big change. These are big energy shifts. And you want to be nice and propped up and with a big, strong voice to draw in what you want. Okay? All right, everyone. It has been a great pleasure to sit with you this evening and talk and connect and talk about spirituality and connecting with the divine and getting beautiful messages from Spirit to help us navigate through this amazing life that we have. Okay? All right, everyone. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Well, today. Later today. Okay, so thank God it's Friday.